Hello, everyone. This is another episode of Iwing Marketplace where we highlight entrepreneurs in our community that are doing fantastic things. And today we are with Shot by Sainty,
Yes, sir. Yes,
one of
sir.
the young entrepreneurs that are doing amazing stuff in the DMV.
Thank you, sir.
It's
It's nice
nice
to be
to
on
meet
here.
you.
Absolutely.
Tell me, what is Shot by Sainty?
So, Shot by Sainty represents a brand in photography, in videography, production, directing. Things that contain or pertain to showcasing the beauty of art when it comes to filming and capturing images with your camera. Yeah.
I've noticed it's not regular images. Crispy, clear, and refined images. How did you get to this level?
Well, I'll say practice. So, everybody always aspires to be like that guy. This guy's quality is so good. How did he get there? This, that, and the third. But it always takes practice. I was at one level where I wasn't as good as I am now, and I won't even say I'm as good as I want to be yet. But practice doesn't make perfect. I say practice makes progress. If you put in the work behind the scenes, people celebrate your work outside. People don't know how much work I'm putting in behind the scenes. Oh, your color grading looks so good. Scroll back down my Instagram and see how bad it was a couple years ago. Yeah, so it's practice, 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 and also knowledge. You have to invest in knowledge. You can't just say, okay, I've bought the camera, I've bought the lights, and you don't know what to do with it. You have to invest in the knowledge to know how to use your equipment as well as using practice as well, because once you have the knowledge and you apply that knowledge, no, having knowledge is not the key. Applied knowledge is the key to success, in my
Wow.
opinion.
You are full of inspiration. Like what you've just said, blown my mind. Like wow. And let's take it back a little back a notch. How did you get here? Like into photography and videography.
So that's an interesting question because I've always had an interest in filming or taking pictures. Back when I was back in my teens, I've always been taking pictures for Instagram. At one point, I was popular on Instagram back in Nigeria, but when you're living that fake lifestyle, you can't maintain it for too long. I was portraying something I was not, and at one point I burnt out. I just got tired of it, so I stopped. But I've always had a knack for taking pictures and videos and all that stuff. But one particular point that is a mark in my life that made me actually embark on this journey, like forsake everything else, working 9 to 5, and actually going full time into photography and videography and making that my career is one time I was filming a video for YouTube. Yes, I was doing YouTube before. I was trying to make that YouTube money, you feel me? But not because of the money, but because I like filming. Hopefully it made me some money, but that's not the point. The point is I was filming a video for YouTube, gymnastics in particular. And one random guy walks up to me and he's like, do you use your cameras to do anything besides film, videos for yourself? I was like, no, I can use it to do anything else. Why? He said he's looking to shoot a music video.
Wow.
I don't know how to shoot a music video, never shot a music video before, but I said, sure, let's do it, because I like to say yes and figure it out later. I don't say no, I can't do it. I say yes, then I'll go figure it out later. So he said, okay, so I'm looking to shoot a music video on this date, this time. I was like, sure, let's do it. He said, what's your price? Back then, I thought $100 was a big deal. So I said $100, I was like, damn, $100, let's see if he said. He said yes, okay, no problem. I shot myself in the foot, but I didn't have the experience yet, so I can't charge for the skills I don't have yet.
Right.
So I said $100, we did the shoot, I went back, I did the research. Okay, you do the camera like this, you do it like this, you hold it like this, you move like this. And the day came, I did the shoot, and I did the exact same thing I went back and researched on, and he liked it. He gave me the $100 cash.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, if I can make $100 an hour, what if I take this to the next level? Let's see how far I can push this, And that's how it started. That's how the journey started from. So I went and I started working under people, being an intern for other people.
Nice.
My cousin, I don't know if you guys know him, his name is Loud. He's a very big videographer, cinematographer in the industry as well. He has shot so many videos for high-end artists.
Wow.
And I was working under him, getting some lessons, getting some, I didn't have a car there. I took the bus to his place to get some lessons. He would tell me, okay, take this, set it up as fast as you can. He'll give me a timer and all that stuff. Then I'll go to other people, and another person who also helped me along my journey was a person called Mr. Chris. His brand is Loova Concept.
Wow.
Somebody who gave me jobs as well. And that was a good time to improve my skills on the job as well. It's not just practicing when nobody's there. Also being able to apply what I've practiced in real time to see how it, and it was, as time goes on, my skills wasn't really up there then. I was getting some chastisements like, okay, you need to improve on this. And I always took it the right way, I never got upset like,
Right.
no, you're wrong. I was always like, yes, sir, let's do this. I'll take it like this, and I'll go back and apply what they say.
Beautiful.
And, listening, being coachable as well as increasing your knowledge is very key. If you're not coachable, if you're hard to work with people,
Right.
it's going to be very difficult to grow in the industry as well. You can't grow by yourself.
Man.
There is way too, Maryland, I've met, Maryland is not a big place. It's a small place. I've met the same people like almost 100 times. And it's like, everybody's like in the same circle. It's a small world in Maryland. So if you can't be coachable and work with people, you might not grow in Maryland. You might have to move out of Maryland and get other clients, because if your name goes around as somebody who is terrible to work with, it's going to be hard. But yeah, that's pretty much how my journey started.
That's beautiful, man. I love that you frame it into a very beautiful story with a lot of nuggets, of how, you got here. But now you're here. And I love the fact that, you're able to give like high quality images and videos all the time. When I look through your Instagram, I'm always like, wow. So tell us more about, you working with clients. What are some of the services that you provide to them? And, how is it like, for them to work with you?
So when working with clients, it's very interesting because you get to learn how to, you learn customer service. In this industry, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to do a lot of things. You have to be wearing different hats. Today you are a marketer, tomorrow you're the filmer, tomorrow you're the editor, tomorrow you're the this, you're the that. So you're wearing different hats, and it opens your mind to different, prospects. It opens your mind to different things that you can do. Because if you're closed-minded, I don't think entrepreneurship is for you. Go get a job that pays you well, but it's straightforward. But if it's entrepreneurship, you have to market your stuff. You can't say, okay, I want to shoot but not market myself, because social media is the way now.
Right.
If you're not hopping on social media, you're missing a big portion of the audience you can be getting clients from.
Very true.
So working with clients is very straightforward. I recently just launched my website, shotbysainty.com. Visit it and book your own session today. But I recently launched my website, and it's something that's added another layer of professionalism to my business as well, because I've worked with clients that said, hey, can I have your business card? I didn't have a business card.
Wow.
Can I give you my Instagram? It was embarrassing for me,
Right.
right? But I always try to, use my charm and charisma to, make it to work. But it wasn't a good look.
Right.
So I went and I made business cards. Then the next one is, oh, can I have your website so I can look at? I don't have a website. I'll give you my Instagram, or you can take my. So I went and got a website. Spent the money on the website and got it. Now I feel better because I've been getting consistent clients from websites now, my website, because who wants to sit down and negotiate prices with you when you can do? I feel like it's a lot more professional when you go on the website, you see the price is fixed there.
The policies and everything pertaining to the business.
Yes, so everything is ready for you. All you have to do is let me know if the package you want to go with. So it's pretty much straightforward. The clients see me on Instagram. My website is linked to my Instagram. They click it. They go to my website. They see everything they need to see. They see the prices as well. So it's not like, oh, snap. Right? You're breaking my bank account. No, it's right there.
So you do wedding photography, portrait shot. I mean, just please tell us some of the things you do.
So I do a wide range of things. I do wedding photography, videography. I do photography and videography. So I'm not like the videographers who don't know how to do photography. I'm good at both.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm still improving, so I'm not saying I'm the best, but I'm good at both significantly. I do birthdays, engagements. I have a couple of engagements lined up for a couple months now. And anything that really, commercials, advertisements, anything that really has to do with videography and photography, I try to dip my foot in there, at least have knowledge on how to do it or be very good at it. I'm not the jack of all trades and the master of none. I'm a master of a few, yes. I can say that with my chest.
So you're available to travel?
Oh, I travel a lot. Oh, You see, the funny thing is, working 9 to 5, I never traveled before. Yeah,
Right.
but working in this industry, yeah, I
Right.
quit my 9 to 5 and had faith in myself, and went full time into this.
Beautiful.
I was making consistent money in my 9 to 5, but I hated the job. But I loved this. So I said, you know what, I'm not going to do this anymore. And I quit that day and I went full time into this. And you have to add God into everything you do. You can't just say, okay, I want to go do this thing and not pray about it, not add God into it. You might not be the strongest Christian, but as long as you have God, put God first in what you want to do, I believe it will prosper.
Let's move to one of the most important questions. What gadgets do you use in order to take most of these beautiful images, videos that I see?
So I'm a Sony guy. I'm gonna stick with Sony till the end, because so far Sony has not failed me in photography and videography as well. Right now I use the A7 III and the FX3. The funny thing about the A7 III is when you're starting in the beginning, it's a very good camera, and in the long run, it's also a good camera. A7 III does not fail you, but now when you want to take it a step further.
Right.
Now you want to go into other cameras that actually get the job done, whether in low light or in extreme situations like Canon. Now, Canon cannot handle dark situations because you will see noise beyond your life can handle, right? So that's what made me not really dabble into Canon. I wouldn't say all Canon cameras are like that because I haven't used all Canon cameras, but for me, Sony has been the camera for me when it comes to noise, when it comes to taking pictures. Sony is good. When it comes, I use the FX3 right now. Everybody knows the FX3 is very popular. FX3, master of low light. So, hey, that's what we're shooting on right now as well. Hey.
So I love that. I love Sony. I mean, I mostly use Canon, but I've been looking at different images and videos. I'm really considering switching over.
Yes, might as well. Might as well. The camera I'm looking at right now for photography mainly is the Sony A1. Everybody knows that camera is ridiculously powerful. It's old generation, but it's good. It has that butter to your bread.
So you've worked with so many people. I mean, I can say you've communicated with lots of people. What are some of the misconceptions that people have when it comes to your line of duty?
One misconception people have about photographers and videographers is that we're broke. We're not. We're not, and people feel like they have to negotiate every time it comes to booking with them. Stop doing that. It's not a good look, because in my opinion, if you have to drop your price, not everybody can afford the services, right? And then again, when you can always discuss and negotiate, and then it always falls back to the deliverable. The deliverables have to be cut to meet your budget sometimes, but sometimes the budget is ridiculous.
Right.
So I'm not going to call names, but somebody hit me up for a job, and no shade thrown to them. If that's what you can afford, that's fine. But somebody hit me up for a job saying they want to do a 6-hour shoot, photo and video for a birthday.
Right.
And the budget was $400. $400 is not going to cover a 6-hour shoot, photo and video, even if it's one person doing it. If $400 is just not a budget, it's not going to cover anything. It's not going to cover the shooting. It's not going to cover the 2 people. It's not going to cover the post-production as well. So if you're going to do an event, at least plan for it, and so it doesn't look like you're always negotiating when it comes to working with a photographer. Because I know people that will book everybody else, the DJ, the decor, everything, the planner.
They pay
$20,000
for a beautiful hall.
For a hall. Then when it comes to the videographer, you can't even pay $900 for the shoot, and it's ridiculous. We're not sweating, we're not scrubbing, and we're not scratching for your money. Videographers are making good money out here, and you should check out the cars we drive. My friend recently just bought a Tesla. Okay, pulling up in a Tesla to a shoot is next level. So we're not broke, we're not scratching for your money, and we can drop you as a client if you also misbehave.
Yeah, I really do think in our community we really need to pay people their worth.
Yes.
Instead of always trying to bargain. At some point, you have to realize people invest a lot in their craft. Countless amount of self-education, gadgets, and everything. But let's come back to, working with you. You've worked with so many people, and I see people keep booking you all the time, What Why do they keep coming back?
So the thing about that is, people might say, hey, it's because you look good. I mean, your looks can only take you so far, but I believe it's the professionalism I bring, my charisma, the way I make clients feel. I make them feel very comfortable when they're working with me. Some clients are not very photogenic or they're very shy. I make sure they're very comfortable. I play with them, I joke with them, I make sure they feel as comfortable as themselves within the
Right.
environment as possible, because that's what really brings out the beauty of
Right.
the craft I'm trying to shoot. If you're not very comfortable with the person you're shooting with, no matter what, you're going to be closed up. There's still going to be that wall, and whatever you're doing is not going to come out right. The client is not going to like it either. So I make sure there's this connection between me and the client before the shoot starts. So when it starts, it's very smooth.
Very important. Very important. And on Iwing Marketplace, you know, everybody watching, I'm pretty sure they're thinking like, you know, their next events shot by Sainty. It's
Amen.
the guy, you know.
Yes.
How can they contact you, you know? And
So you can always contact me on either my Instagram or via my website or email. My Instagram is shot.by.sainty. And my phone number is 301-328-6372. But if you go to my Instagram, you can just click the link to my website, see everything I've done, and you can hit me up with an email and we can get something rolling. It's that easy.
beautiful. And this final question, I mean, it's open to you. Like, if there any other thing you would like to, you know, say to our audience?
Yes, there's something I'd like to say to the audience. Now, whenever a photographer takes a picture, stop complimenting the camera. It's not the camera, it's the photographer. Take a picture, you look at it, oh, it's so nice. What camera do you use? It's not the camera, it's the photographer. It's years of training, years of experience, years of mastering the craft or how to handle your equipment. It's not the camera, because I'll give you the camera to take your pictures and you go shoot the event yourself. How about that? Exactly. So if you're going to hire me for something, stop complimenting my equipment, compliment me for the work I'm done. Thank you.
Wow, this has been so beautiful. And if you're watching, please book Shot by Sainty. And you have to hurry up if your event is coming soon, because like you all know, he's one of the big guns when it comes to photography and videography right now. Thanks for watching, and please help us share.
Absolutely.